Lightning Montgomery McQueen, also known as by his literal name, Lightning McQueen, is a modified car based on several and multiple vehicles of unnamed and unknown brands. So, from what Pixar depicted as, Lightning McQueen was basically a mix or likely a concept of multiple different vehicles of the era, but likely no one has ever figured out on what he was truly based on. According to some fans, many people believe that Lightning McQueen wasn't just built on a single car, but likely, if you look closely, his full name was Montgomery Lightning McQueen. So this could actually mean one thing. If his name was really Montgomery Lightning McQueen, it could likely reveal that Lightning McQueen's first name was likely named after the Chevrolet Monte Carlo Super Sport, which is actually a NASCAR vehicle used by Chevrolet since 1980s, 1990s, the 1970s, all the way up to the 2000s. But throughout many people believe that Lightning McQueen was mixed out of several other vehicles rather than NASCAR. It has said to believe that Lightning McQueen was likely based on a Ford GT40 for his rear. His front resembles that of a Dodge Viper, while his window shape was concepted from a Porsche, while other people say that due to his engine being a V8, it is likely that he would be a Chevrolet Corvette C6. But no one has ever confirmed whether or not he is actually a Chevrolet or not. Although most fans are pretty curious to find out what Lightning McQueen actually is, he is not based on any single car. He is a modified piston cup race car, which is quite indubious to what a real life stock car would be. If you pay attention to his tires, the tires that he is wearing are Lightyear tires. This is actually a reference to Toy Story character Buzz Lightyear. But did you know that the Lightyear tires used by the piston cup racers in Disney cars was actually based on a real life brand? Yup, I'm talking about Goodyear. If you don't know what Goodyear tires are, they're likely called NASCAR tires. Also Formula One tires. Michelin and Dunlop were all part of motorsport history until they were sold to the public after NASCAR racing became quite a thing. While most fans are curious to believe that Lightning McQueen was only based on one vehicle, some other people suggest that he could be based on a Dodge Charger due to him having a V8 engine. Other people say that he was based on a Ford Mustang. Some other people say that due to his short body style, he could actually be based on a Subaru BRZ or likely a Toyota GT86. But not all people confirm whether or not he was actually revealed to be a real car or a fictional car. Another interesting detail about Lightning McQueen is, if you look closely, his body reads 95, which is actually a reference to Toy Story in 1995. But also, Jackie Chan's Thunderbolt came out in 1995 as well. However, Pixar realized that naming Lightning McQueen after a real life character wasn't even going to be a real thing. Pixar producers called Lightning McQueen after Glenn McQueen. If you happen to notice why Lightning McQueen was only able to go fast on a normal road, unlike NASCARs, which only go up to 200 miles per hour, where here's the thing, those things that Lightning McQueen originally used as for NASCAR, when he was switched to a grand touring version of himself in Cars 2, he had restrictor plates. But what are these restrictor plates used? They're actually revealed to prevent exceeding high speeds when doing fast and performance driving. However, if you happen to know why Lightning McQueen removed his restrictor plates, well, it's because The World Grand Prix is actually a transcontinental race, so that means all race cars must remove their restrictor plates in order to run at least 255 km per hour, which is exactly explaining why Lightning McQueen would be able to go fast and beat Francesco Bernoulli. However, when Lightning McQueen was in stock car form, that means he was only able to do about 200 km per hour. Another strange detail about Lightning McQueen is he is never revealed to have a racing camera, while only one race car was revealed to have a race camera. Another oddity that I know about Lightning McQueen is if you look closely, his front, he doesn't even have real headlights. While in NASCAR and Formula One, they don't actually use real headlights. They always have the track light up by very bright lights. However, in World Grand Prix, Lightning McQueen was outfitted with real life headlights, making him quite manageable on real roads, just like a real car. But from what I can tell, when this idea happened between Cars 2 and Cars 3, it's actually revealed that Lightning McQueen having real life headlights could actually be that he might explicitly explain that he might be a Chevrolet Corvette or a Dodge Viper. But the Dodge Viper has a very long hood and has a V10 engine, not a V8 engine. So that means Lightning McQueen was only based on the Chevrolet Corvette. Probably the C6 ZR1, the Z06, or likely the ZR1 Super Sport, which is actually a modified version of the ZR1 C6 body style. Here's another cool thing about Lightning McQueen. When he first got to Radiator Springs, he didn't even want to do with any problems at all. He just wanted to go for the win. However, after realizing what his mentor Dr. Hudson Hornet did after having a fatal crash in 1954, Lightning McQueen learned how to stick to boundaries and learned that not everything is about victory. It's all about friendship, kindness, and respect. When Lightning McQueen first moved to Radiator Springs, it gave us a real reason why we should always respect everyone who we meet and who we talk to. Lightning McQueen wasn't just an honorable race car, he was also quite known to everyone around the world. And ironically, in Cars 2, he basically almost died, but guess what? When the camera tried to fire at him, it did not fire at him at all. This was the cause of organic fuel, and Mater exposing who the real culprit to blame behind exploding race car tires was Miles Axelrod. I obviously doubt that Lightning McQueen ever notices it happening, and Mater was the only one suspicious to find out. But believe me or so, Mater and Lightning McQueen's relationship as a brother, best friend kind is really the best kind of both worlds. I hope you guys enjoy watching this video. Make sure that you go comment, like, and subscribe.